YouTube, what is good? We are back for another episode of Marvin's Room. Thank you guys so much for joining me wherever you're at in the world. And to the new subscribers, thank you guys for locking in. Thank you guys for rocking with me on this journey so early on. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, today's episode is literally going to be about my most recent manifestation and manifesting 2 diagnostic test reports for free, as well as getting my car fixed for free. You can't make this stuff up, guys. I can't wait to share this story with you. But first, before we jump in, I want to let you guys know that I am doing a free giveaway for either a coaching session with me or my EFT manifestation course to manifest a specific person back. Now you guys get to choose which one you want, whether it's a coaching session with me or whether it's a EFT tapping meditation to manifest a specific person. And the way you enter this giveaway is to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and to comment below what are your recent manifestations that have happened in your life, because I want the viewers to be able to watch this video and get some sort of light bulb moment, or to feel good, to feel joy about seeing other people are manifesting around the world, so that they know this stuff actually works. Because so many times people, they hear the teacher or whoever's making the videos talk about their manifestations, but I know me personally, I used to really enjoy when I would read comments and see what people are manifesting around the world, whatever it might have been. So guys, comment below whatever manifestations you've been working on, whatever manifestations have happened over the past 30 days or so that viewers can read and kind of get uplifted and build their faith, etc., etc. All right, guys, so that's how you enter the contest. Now, for the video, like I said, man, I manifested getting 2 free repairs as well as getting my car fixed. For you guys that don't know, I have a Jaguar XKR, and I made a video about how I manifested this Jaguar XKR that I put at the end of this video. But when you go to places like Jaguar, Porsche, BMW, these guys are higher end dealerships, and they tend to be very expensive, and diagnostic tests aren't free. So when you bring the car up there, they literally charge you to look at the car. I know Jaguar usually charges somewhere around 100 something, I think it is, dollars to literally look at your car to see what's wrong with it before they even fix it. So about my story, back around like early September, like maybe September 8th, September 9th, I was driving one day, and this light came on in my car. And you guys know when you have your car and you see lights come on, you guys start freaking out. You're like, oh, the check engine light come on. I wonder what's wrong with my car, this, that, and the third. What's wrong with it? You start to panic, you start to feel anxiety, etc., etc. So I was driving, and my car came, and the light came on in my car, and it was like an EDIF light system, a dynamic, adapt fault light, something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, what's wrong? And so the next day I call Jaguar and I tell them, can I drop my car off tomorrow? Do you guys have an opening to be able to look at my car, to tell me what's wrong with my car? And the guy goes, yeah, sure, you can drop it off between 7 and 9. And we'll take a look at it, see what's wrong. So I go to drop it off tomorrow, the next day between 7 and 9. And when I turn my car on, there's literally, the light is off now. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, the light went on, light went off. Do I still take it to Jaguar? What do I do? So I called him on the way to Jaguar, and I'm saying to myself, I said, the light went off. Do you still want me to bring the car to you guys? And he goes, yeah, it tripped in the system of the computer. So the computer should be able to know what's wrong with it, even though the light went off. And so I said, okay, cool. So I still took it up there. He gave me a loaner vehicle to use for the day and told me that he would get in touch with me once they looked at it to see if they could find anything. So throughout the day, I'm in this state. I had this peace, this knowing of everything's taken care of. The car is taken care of. There are no issues. This situation is handled. I just had this peace, this knowing, and I had never felt this before, especially with like car situations. So I just had this peace and this knowing. I just kept thinking to myself, like, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's taken care of. It's handled. So the guy calls me later in the day, and he's like, yeah, we looked at it. Everything looks good. We didn't see any problems, blah, blah, blah. He says, you can come back and pick your car up, and we're not gonna charge you anything. And I'm thinking to myself, there's no way that this can be true, because this is Jaguar we're talking about. Like I said, these luxury higher end dealerships, they always charge you. You know what I'm saying? Because they got big bills themselves. And so when he told me that they weren't going to charge me, I was just like, wow, this shit is crazy. Because the entire day I was literally living in the state. Like, I was literally living in the state. and feeling like it was already handled. And so that was the first time that they told me my car was fine and didn't have to fix. Now, they gave me my car back. Now, a couple days later, I'm driving my car and the same light comes back on. And so I thought to myself, okay, well, this happened last time. I'm just gonna, driving home, wake up the next day, go about my business, blah, blah, blah. And let's see if the light turns off. So the next day comes on. We turn the car back on. Now what happens is more lights come on and the check engine light comes on. And on top of that, it's saying my gas tank is low. I'm just thinking to myself like, wow, my car's really not starting. It's like putting. It's like put. When you try to start your car, it's not starting. So I'm thinking to myself like, oh man, like what is this? Like I said, you guys know that feeling when your check engine light comes on, you don't know what's wrong with your car, and you're like, damn, like I hope this isn't the worst. So what ended up happening was I ended up getting my car towed to Jaguar, and then Monday of last week comes around, and the guy calls me. He's like, yeah, we got your car. We see that it was towed. What's wrong with it? So I tell him what was wrong with it, and he goes, okay, awesome. We are going to take a look at it and get back to you and let you know what's wrong with it. Now, Monday goes by. I hear absolutely nothing from this guy. He had no loaner vehicles available for me, so I was pretty much stuck. That's not what I was concerned about. What I was more concerned about was, what's wrong with the car. Monday goes by, I hear nothing back from Jaguar. Tuesday goes by, hear nothing back from Jaguar. Wednesday goes by, I hear nothing back from Jaguar. Thursday comes, I almost hear nothing back from Jaguar. Well, I actually don't hear anything back from Jaguar. So I said, you know what? Let me call them because I haven't heard anything from them. So the guy, so I called Jaguar. The guy answered his phone, and he tells me that he's like, oh, yeah. He's like, we looked at it. We think we found what was wrong. It was some sort of trip in one of the wires, ABS wire. I'm not sure what it was. He was like, there was some sort of trip that they found and fixed. And he said, we've been driving it around the entire week just to make sure that everything is good and that the light doesn't come back on in the car. And so that's why we kept it. And he was like, I'm going to take it on lunch today. When I go on lunch, I'm going to drive it, see if everything's good, see if the light comes back on. And, that's what we've been doing. And I'll let you know if anything, changes with it. And I was like, okay, cool. Just let me know if something changes or how much longer you may need the car. And, we'll connect. And so then he goes, okay. So I don't hear anything back from him for the rest of Thursday. And I'm thinking he might have probably called me. So then Friday comes around. And when Friday comes around, Friday almost goes by and I don't hear anything from him until like the last 2 hours of the shop being open. And he calls me like 2 hours before the shop closes and he goes, hey Marvin, we're ready. We have your car. We've been driving around all week like I told you. He said nothing happened. The light hasn't come back on. We've put about 20-something miles on it. So we've been doing some driving. We got some good mileage on it to see if the light will come back on. He says the light did not come back on. Your car is ready for pickup. And also, too, we're not going to charge you because you already brought it up here and there was nothing wrong with it. We didn't fix it. And so now that you brought it back and now that we found out what was wrong with it, now we can fix it. I mean, whatever his reason was, bottom line is I heard the words, we're not going to charge you. And that's what I wanted to hear. And I was thinking to myself, yo, this shit cannot be real. Like, you don't go to a dealership like Jaguar or Porsche or BMW 2 times and they don't charge you anything for a diagnostic test. And they definitely will, once they fix your car, you're definitely going to get charged. These guys looked at my car twice for free and fixed the problem for free. Gave my battery needed a jump. They gave the battery a jump, found a trip. They did all of this for free. They did, and I'm thinking about in the whole week I was in this feeling, this state of I just had peace. Like this car situation is taken care of. Everything always works out for me. I was in this like deep knowing the entire week, even though I didn't hear anything back from them, that this situation is taken care of. And that's what I want you guys to understand, that feeling that I was in was the feeling of living in the wish fulfilled, living in the end, not stressing, not worrying about how, but just knowing that it's already done. And when the second time he talked to me on the phone and said that I could pick my car up and that they weren't charging me, I was literally just thinking to myself like, wow, I was blown away. I was literally, matter of fact, now that I'm telling you guys this, check this out. I'm gonna show you guys a couple receipts, okay? Let me see which one. Oh. Check this out. Can you guys see this? You guys see that's my name right there, right? You guys see that's my name? You guys see that date? Can you see that date? Can you see that total invoice? Look at that total invoice. Here's another one. Here's another one. You guys see my name? Can you see my name right there? Yep. You see that date? You see that total invoice? You can't make this stuff up, man. 2 times at a luxury dealership, they didn't charge me a dime. This stuff works. This stuff works. It works. It works. You just gotta always believe, feel it real, know that you're taken care of, live in the end of your wish fulfilled, as Neville says. Have that peace of mind. Don't have anxiety about, oh, this isn't gonna work, I don't know what's gonna happen, etc., etc. And you will get what you want. You will get what you want. It's amazing. All right, guys, I just want to jump in here and share that story with you, to give you guys some encouragement, to give you guys some hope, let you know what's going on. Also, I want you guys to check out the car. I'm gonna let you guys get another look at the car. It works. It works. See you guys next time. You know where, you know when. Marv's Room.